Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Mike and today we're going to be doing an unboxing and just a quick overview of this holsters that I've been sent by Custom Holsters. Now, throwing it out there, Craft Holsters, my bad. Throwing it out there, this holster was provided to me by Craft Holsters. Basically, Al, the nice guy that runs it, reached out to me and asked if I wanted to review a holster for airsoft. So I said yes, I love tactical gear and that sort of stuff. And I picked out a holster and it was sent and now it's here. So the holster I picked out, as you'll see, is a Kydex holster with some leather lining. Kydex for airsoft is perfect. You don't need it to be. You don't really need massive retention because it's not like someone's going to be stealing and reaching for your gun, and it still gives you good retention and a quick draw. So I thought this was a perfect combination. And as you can tell by what I've got on the table, it is going to be for my my Umrex, that's VFC Glock 17 Gen 4. So the box has Craft Holsters on the front of it, handled with care, which is nice. It's nice to know your goods are being taken care of, and there's nothing really much else on there. On the front is where your shipping details will be, but as you can tell, I've taken mine off for fairly obvious reasons. Just open it up, and we're presented with the product. We're presented with a little bit of protection, and also I've got a nice little note from Al there. So thank you, Al. I'm looking forward to using this. I'll put this crap aside. And then we can actually get to the holster. Voiceover mic here. I messed it up in the recording. Basically, what Craft Holsters do is they find the best holster manufacturers in Europe and offer them to people within the European Union and to the United States. Up on the top here, Glock 17 Gen 4, black right-handed, which is exactly what I was going for. Take the holster out. I'm just going to put that and that aside. And we can actually have a look at the holster here. Now, a bit of a spoiler, I have already had to open this up to have a look at it, as I do with all my things, so no one should really be surprised at this point. First impressions of the holster, it is very thick. So the £22 DL Airsoft Innovations holster that I had not too long ago, I don't have it anymore so I can't compare. But the difference in the thickness of Kydex is quite impressive. In fact, I have a caliper here. So that is 3.5, depending where it goes, so about 3.5 millimeters thick Kydex, which is pretty damn good. It's really solid. Like it's gonna hurt my knuckles before it does any sort of damage on that. The leather lining on the inside, it's a suede leather, and I chose this because it would be nice to protect your replicas. I know that on my Safariland copy holster, that these sides, I don't know if it comes up on camera, but the sides have started to take a little bit of a beating from draws and that. So I thought the suede leather on the inside would actually protect the slide and protect your airsoft replica. Personally, I don't mind some battle damage, or some battle damage and some wear. But if that's something you're keen to protect against, then something like this would be an ideal solution. So more importantly, now we can put the gun into the holster. It's a bit of a tight fit, but I assume that will get a little bit. Well, it won't get massively looser. Kydex isn't the sort of material to get looser over time, so your retention is going to be great. It is a little bit tight on my particular gun, so what I'll probably end up doing is using a hair dryer just around the trigger guard, because that's like the trigger guard and the cutout for the empty casings to come out. I completely forgot the word for it right now. But those are the two main retention points on a Kydex holster. So what you can do, you can get a this isn't recommended by the manufacturer, this isn't recommended by Craft Holsters, this is just me saying this. You can get a hair dryer, you can heat it up and you can slightly mold it. I would start little and then add some more heat and add some more, change it a bit, because you really don't want to mess this up. But I'm just putting out there that is an option that you can do. And as you can tell, with the red dot, it actually does fit in the holster very nicely. There's just a tiny little smidge of room that you can kind of see. But that's good, because I was worried that I was going to have to take my my red dot off to use it with this, and now I don't have to, which makes me very happy, because that's Loctited in and it's already zeroed, which is nice. So the retention, there's only one way to test it really. I'm really shaking that, if you can't tell, and that is not coming out at all. If we look at the position again of the red dot, we use that as a reference point, it's not moved an inch. It's not moved at all during that shake. So you've definitely got retention. The draw is a bit stiff, but then again, would you rather have a stiff draw or not so stiff draw? The stiff just means retention, so that is not an issue at all. What is nice that I, after having a look around it, have noticed is that there is a bit of a, I don't know how to put this, but a little bit of like a cutout, or more like a reservoir or something along those lines, to protect parts of the pistol. So I've got a slightly, I don't know if it picks up on camera, but I have a slightly extended slide release here, and it's covered in rubber. Just because I feel that the normal Glock one's pretty anemic, so I did that on. However, that's still, we can tell that still slides in and isn't an issue, and goes into the little channel perfectly. Again, we don't want it covering the magazine release, obvious reasons, so that's nice there. And that drawer is, as I think, as the leather wears in a little bit, and you know, little bits of the leather have been taken off and channels have been dug in that, it's going to become a smoother drawer. For now, it's not unsmooth, it's not hard or anything, but it is a bit more of a tighter drawer than I'm used to. It could possibly be because these are made for real pistols, and although this is a official licensed product of Glock and uses the dimensions, it's obviously not made on Glock tooling, which is going to be a little bit different. But then again, the when you hold it properly, the drawer isn't bad at all. So my initial impressions on this is that the quality really is up there. I'm impressed with the thickness of the Kydex. I'm impressed with just how solid it feels. It's quite hard to say it on camera, but comparing it to the cheap holster, the 22 DLS of Innovations one, comparing that holster to this, it just feels stronger. You can tell it was made for proper use in mind and not airsoft use. Although obviously it can be used for airsoft. What I am a big fan of, I need to hold it this way. What I'm a big fan of is the leather on the inside to protect the finish of your replica. That is super nice. I'm a big fan of that so far, and it almost feels like it's like removing some of the scuffs that I got from the other holster that I've been using. So overall, I think this is a really high quality holster that I'm gonna look forward to using. Obviously the UK is in another lockdown, so I can't exactly go out and play with it. But once I've had some time on with the holster, I will be uploading a review of it, giving you my full thoughts and everything. But as it stands right now, this is a very high quality holster and it feels great, and I'm impressed, honestly. I'm looking forward to trying it out. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.